Welcome back to Apex Alchemy. Today we have one of the knives my wife's been waiting on in the mail for a while. She's been pretty excited about checking it out. She was kind of confused on the color because Bass Pro Shop takes like some really
poor color quality.
Yeah, we were finding the purple Lioness at a numerous
and a bright pink.
and there was a bright pink, but it looked like Bass Pro Shop had a rose gold.
The blade itself looked rose gold color.
Right, and so we ordered it, and it came in purple, and a little bit of confusion. We, got back online to check it, look at that,
and it does say purple in the description.
Anyway, we have already recorded this video once, and then we took a trip to the doctor's office to get some stitches. Knife is sharp.
Very sharp, and the sheath is tight. Very, very tight.
It is very tight. This one could benefit from having a button release. But there's the sheath.
Comes with a little whistle.
It does come with a whistle,
and it works well.
The whistle works well. We won't put you through that, but it's zero effort.
Right.
To blow on it, and it comes out good. Inside the box, this was the box that it come in. The knife was inside of this sleeve here.
I cut the top off of it.
She did cut the top off of it, and she did that on camera the first time for you. But we definitely needed to just redo that video. So
it was bad.
Yeah, we don't redo a lot of videos, but this one needed to be redone.
And I was excited to do an actual unboxing.
Man, she waited 2 days. It come in the mail, man, and she's been sitting on that knife, and she was like, I'm gonna wait for you to get home, and we're gonna do a real unboxing.
Everything come out of the package on camera, and then I sliced my finger
at the very end. I mean, and it was, and I'll tell you, it's a good way to start the video because I've done it. I'm sure a lot of other people have done it. We might be idiots, all right, but when you're handling a knife behind the camera. Safety's probably not one of these days we'll take a picture of what we're working with here. We've got stands for lights, we've got stands for the camera itself, and our arms are going around a lot of things. Just to be able to make all this stuff work. So I can't even see my hand except for on the camera. Probably not the smartest thing, but what she did was she pulled it out like this, but her thumb was up higher.
Without the knife in there. I was trying to get a grip on it and had my thumb right there, not realizing it, and it cut a nice chunk of a V in my thumb.
And to her defense, the sheath is very tight. But let's go over some stuff about the knife. Do you have the specs?
I will go get them real quick. I know it's 3.3 ounces.
It is a nice lightweight knife. I want to say it's about. I want to say it's 7.25 inches, with a 3 1/8 blade. But
it was I want to say it was right at a 4-inch blade overall, but that's
okay.
The cutting edge was 3 something. Hang on 1 second.
While she's pulling that up, what I really like about this knife is the jimping.
Yes.
The jimping at the tip. There's jimping back here. Tops, just home run, if you ask me. But the jimping at the front, would allow. Yeah,
your finger's not gonna slip off if you're trying to do some precision cutting up there.
Yeah, once the knife's in your hand, you got pretty good control of it.
And the handle shape looks a little odd, but
it's very ergonomic.
Well in the hand.
It's very ergonomic. Even for my hand, I didn't expect to be able to get a 4-finger grip on this knife.
Right. I like the ergonomics of this knife. The overall length is 7.625 inches. Blade length is 4.125, and cutting edge is 3.5 inches. Blade thickness is 0.12. It's got a flat grind
$10.95 still.
$10.95. Yep. Of course, the handles are G10, and weight is 3.63 ounces.
So pretty G10.
It is. I like the swirls and stuff in it.
And if you want to get this Cerakoted in any other color, we got a guy. You know, luckily they can Cerakote this knife any color you want. And with that being laser, yeah, you might not lose your serial number and all that stuff.
But it's mine now. We're blood sisters. It ain't going nowhere. This thing got
Excuse me. All right, so inside the box. Where was the box? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Inside, yeah, you can go show them that.
In there, in the box with the knife, they sent some knife oil with it.
Is that a specific kind? HP 100. So it's
Yeah.
I think it's a Tops. Got a top sticker. And a catalog, a paper catalog for you young people. Man, companies used to do this, you know, and you used to be able to scroll through
and see what all they offer.
Yeah,
Get
and
some...
figure out what you should have spent your money on. And I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna spend my money on. These people have got a lot of knives.
They do.
Like, I'm gonna have to grab me up a Tops. You know, like I'm extremely impressed with this knife.
I bumped.
Oh, you bumped your
Sorry.
tongue? No, you're
interrupting.
fine. You're good. We haven't used it because this is supposed to be like an unboxing. You know, like
Yeah.
so like it's the only thing it's cut is Courtney. So just
and it's sharp.
it is.
You got
So
me good.
just a reminder, man. You know, like you're whether you're on camera or not, you know, I've cut myself dozens of times because I'm an idiot. You know, but
And I haven't used fixed blades with sheaths a whole lot.
Right,
the only
right.
sheath experience I have is with a gun, and so learning early on what mistakes not to make.
yeah.
Knife sheaths.
And that's what I told her. You know, after it was all said and done, I was like, you know, every time I cut myself, I tend to learn something. You know, like Alan called me out not too long ago about
Pulling back.
pulling back on, you know, and I was pulling back. I knew I was pulling back, but what he couldn't see is there was a half a dozen
Things in the way.
things in the way of, you know, like which is not an excuse, but like it would have had to hit a lot of stuff before it would have hit me.
Yeah.
You know, like, but anyway, onto the knife again. You know, like it's just ergonomics. Women carry blades has got a pretty excellent video on this knife
she
as
does.
well, and I'm
Or women carry knives. Yeah.
that's what it is. Women carry knives. Sorry, they have a great video, but I'm loving the feel of this knife.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me a lot of the Montana Knife Company Speed Goat.
Yeah, it's a little heavier.
Yeah.
Like, but it doesn't give off an impression that it's 3 times heavier than that one. Like,
No, it doesn't.
but it is, because that one was what, 1 ounce, 1.2 ounce, something like that.
It was
It's
featherweight.
really- yeah, and this one's 3.6, but it's most of it I would say is definitely back there in that handle. But it carries well in the hand.
We talk about balance point. Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna. Well, maybe with a couple of fingers. No.
Yeah, I had to do 2 fingers to get it to balance, but
Yeah. The balance is pretty far back, but it's so light
Yeah.
that I don't think it really matters.
Mhm.
And, you know, if you're gonna have more weight in that area, I'd want it in my hand.
right,
You know, like
where you can control it.
it's not often you run into blades that outweigh the handle, but it does happen, especially with larger blades like say the BK9.
Yeah,
You know, that balance point's right. You know, it's gonna be in the middle of the blade
Yeah.
somewhere. But that it reduces fatigue when the weight is in your hand.
you're
You
not
know.
battling to keep it pulled up.
Right.
And,
I think this thing would be an excellent slicer. Didn't mean to cut you off. What were you gonna
oh
say?
no, you're fine. Oh yeah, and I on the first video I did slice some paper, and it's really sharp.
If you're not sending this back, I guess we can cut up some of this invoice.
No, I'm not gonna send it back. And there's some magazine paper that didn't
Okay.
tear.
I was
He got to see in the other video too how hard it is to cut from where I usually sit.
yeah. Man, I might not be able to cut this at all. Like, I don't know what it is about this knife. It's not dull. Okay, I just had to hold my mouth right. I was holding the knife right, but I didn't have
Button
the
up your
mouth
mouth
right.
right. Okay. Get your mouth back right.
Why? See, and we've got another camera problem because, like, whenever you're cutting paper at an angle, it's not sure what it's wanting to focus on. So, like, we've got some things we got to work out here. Bear with us, please. Yeah, my work is picking up, and I should have taken care of this a long time ago while work was slower.
The clip is only one positional.
Yeah, it is, and there's a ton of aftermarket.
And I may very well look into one.
Yeah,
Find one that's a little more operational friendly.
I think it might be a good idea because, like, if you get something that's universal, maybe leather,
Yeah.
then you don't have to. You're not constrained to just one knife too.
Right.
But like,
That one's just so tight. Man, it's so tight.
yeah, it is. It is one directional, and or at least it appears that way. It's gonna be hard to get this off to make an adjustment.
To get up under there.
Yeah, like that. It seems like the whole sheath will have to come apart. Like we may have to like unscrew these
to get to the screw back there.
Yeah, if that.
Hey,
even,
could you loosen the sheath that way?
We'll look into it. I'm not a fixed blade expert either.
Yeah.
Dion,
the sentient.
yeah, maybe one of those guys know already. But we will look into it and see if there's anything we can do to make the sheath better. But other than that, man, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the sheath.
No,
we're
it's
just not, like it's we're not extremely geared toward fixed blades. It's something we're just getting into.
And honestly, I don't like the fact that it's so tight that when I need to use it, I may be struggling to get it out. Like,
If it was on a belt,
yeah, it may not be so bad.
No, yeah, like they're designed to be pulled out while it's clamped onto your body.
Yeah.
Man. But it would probably work a lot better. But like that does give me a lot of appreciation for that like hinder with the button on it.
Yes. That's exactly what I said earlier. Every sheath needs a button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people don't like it from what I've read on reviews of that hinder, but man, I love that little button.
Yeah, I'd rather have that than a struggle. But trailing point blade, right?
Yes, trailing point.
Yeah, to me, I would call it a clip point, but it does look like a bread knife.
Mm-hmm. It's trailing point and flat grind. Yeah.
Made in the USA, $109.
Yep.
Almost everywhere, and I think
that it was at Bass Pro too. I was thinking after the taxes and crap, it was like 120 something.
Yeah.
So, but Tennessee's got high taxes. So.
Yeah, we do. I think it's a home run.
Yes.
At $109, that's just my opinion. The knife feels really good in hand, and I've got no complaints myself.
Only complaint I got is a throbbing thumb right now.
You know what you can do with that thumb?
Ain't doing nothing with it right now.
All right. Well, if you guys have any questions or comments, concerns, always feel free to leave them in the comments below.
Yes. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the like button. And
all that good stuff if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will catch you on the flip side.